Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm going to be talking about author Judith Axe and his accomplishment in ABA field. Let's begin. A little background information first about him. He received his master's and PhD in special education and applied behavior analyst in Ohio State University. Um, he's alive, and he's a professor since 2008 at Samuel University. He's the director of master's programs in special education, overseeing in several disabilities programs, modifying disability programs, and offsite programs at the landmark schools. Um, he received recognition for his research by the California Association for Behavior Analysts and the Berkshire Association of Behavior Analysts and Therapy. I'm just going to list other things that he is part of. He's served as editor board of the Analyzing of Verbal Behavior, Behavior Analysts and Practice, the International Journal of Behavior Analysts and Autism Spectrum Disorder. He's currently serving as chair of the Verbal Behavior Specialty Interest Group for the Association of Behavior Analysts International. Those are just to name a few other things that he's part of. So let's go to the next part. So these are just the main points from the articles that I read that were pointed out. So most of his research is a single subject research design. He mostly focused with children. So children with autism or related disabilities. He does do techniques used when teaching. The three main points is verbal and social impact concept and challenging behavior. Now, I did notice that how they broke it down is that the social attention as a reinforcer was to hope to reduce the amount of other reinforcers needed to teach. Now, prompting framing techniques developed to have a greater communication skills. Antecedent manipulation was hoped to reduce the challenging behavior. So we'll begin with the first article. So this is the matrix training for pre-lyrical skills. He used 4 preschoolers with autism, ages 4 and 5, and he had them mark simple requests, identify letters, and identify numbers under 20, under 20. The target was more to label and the instruction following. The study showed preschoolers have a greater chance of learning new words when they were pairing with known words. And there's a chart example of a matrix training. All right, let's go to the next slide. The effectiveness of conditioning pairing on establishing praising as a reinforcer with children of autism. So this reinforcer was a social stimulation. It was important for the maintaining of the generalization of the multiple of social behavior. The way they designed it is they had multiple baseline associated with the children's design session. They had action words and were pairing with nouns and buttons pressing. They noticed one child was able to maintain session for 5 months and later showed 0 levels of challenging behaviors. This was interesting for me because I just recently had a new autism individual. So this is a friendly reminder that how praising helps when teaching new skills. Okay, next slide. This is the quiz. So on this, it was more of a quiz performance, and it was used to alternate treatment designs to compare the effectiveness of answering questions to writing study guides question. So, upfront, this was more a social validity question to see what most people prefer preparing for a quiz, and the duration was 10 weeks in a course of special education, and the study shows that they had written questions was higher quiz scores in both multiple choice questions and fill in the blanks. So next part is, these are some questions I thought I could ask Dr. Alex. So I'll just read them out. Is there any research you regret being part of, and why? What advice do you have for students getting their training in ABA? Would matrix training be helpful or effective in training literacy skills to adults who haven't developed literacy skills? Of all interests in this field, which do you feel has made a greater impact and why? There were other articles that were interesting, and there was one that talks about self-damaging, and how they made a triangle of different levels of the intensity. Was interesting. And if you're interested, definitely research him. He has great research. And thank you for your time. Oh, and here's the references for these slides.